Morning guys, Ed Bishop with Backwoods with the Bishops. How you guys doing? So today we're gonna be going to the bush and shooting, cutting down our trees for this build. This build is gonna be our selling woodshed for selling firewood bundles out of. So we're gonna go to the bush and cut the beams underneath the bottom of this. So guys, this is gonna be part one of a maybe 1 to 2, maybe 3-part video that we're gonna do, because we're gonna be cutting these trees out of the bush, building it, and then I have to clear the site, I have to excavate the site, probably pull in a bunch of gravel to make it all nice over there. So this is part one of a possibly 3-part series. Stay tuned. Let's get to the bush and get cutting. Well, I guess all you could pretty well see that. That's all caught up in the tree. We're gonna have to take advantage of heavy equipment. Woohoo! Well, that was fun. Alrighty. Oh, they got it on the ground. Oh man, that's got fungus on it. I hope that's not bad where I want it. Yeah, it'll be more firewood if it is, I guess. Anyway, let's get limbing that thing. Oh, good thing there's 2 saws. All right, guys, that there's got punk in it. This is not good for a beam. She's firewood. We'll have to pick a different tree. So I'll get this guy cleaned up and then we'll pick another one. Okay, what we're looking for is that nice, hard, solid center, not soft like that other one. So this is a really good tree. So that other one, guys, had fungus on it. Anyway, that's what we're looking for. So we'll get the rest of this guy cut up into pieces and get that loaded on the machine. And we got 1 out of 2. Okay, guys, man, you wouldn't believe it. So I measured that out. That's gonna be long enough right here, that same tree. 16 foot 2 inches. Gonna cut that. Both 16-foot skids out of 1 poplar tree. Nice. So I'm probably going to end up milling them down to about probably 10 by 10. I don't think I'll get 12 by 12 out of it. Maybe. If I don't make it perfectly square, I'll be able to get 12 out of 12. So those will be the 2 skids. Good job. All right, guys, well, what do you think of that? Man, that's a load. That is 2 massive poplar on there. That could be, like, let's say I was gonna cut that for firewood, that'd probably be just over 3/4 wood on 1 trip. Like, man, that is coned on there. It's hard to operate because you can't even see you can't see up top very good. All right, good morning, guys. We are March 12th today, so we're going to go out and clear out a spot out at the road to be able to put it because there's currently all trees there and everything. So we're going to get over to the shop, get the skidder, and get felling some trees and get that cleaned up over there. A couple days ago, I went and felled the big poplar beams for underneath the selling shed. They're skids. So the shed will be built, and then we're going to skid it right over there and put it in its place. So let's get to it. Alrighty, we are at the spot here. So we're gonna be, road's right behind us. Road's right there. So we're gonna have our stand
firewood stand. Somewhere's right here on the right. Probably, I'm guessing somewhere right about in here. The building's gonna run this way. Probably about here. Probably about here somewhere. So on this side, there's gonna be all gravel over there so that you can drive in, pull up to the shed, and the shed's gonna run, this way. And then for myself, I'm gonna have a door on this end. I'm gonna be able to back the truck right up into that there and then be able to load the shed from that side, not interfering with the other side. So this whole piece of bush here, that's all gotta get cleared out of there. And then next year, for plowing my driveway, the skidder is gonna drive over around the other side and then back down the driveway here. So let's get to it. All right, guys, here we are after lunch. So I've been busy all morning, but not to bore anybody to death. So we got this spot all cleaned up back here. So now this afternoon, we're gonna try and get rid of, actually it's not bad. I'm just gonna have to get rid of this cluster here and I'm gonna clean up in the center there, just so it looks kind of nice. I mean, this looks obviously pretty rough right now, but we're gonna get to that. Okay, guys, so we're going to use the skidder. Going to make a cut in that tree. We're going to push that back into the bush because right here we have got the power line. So that's a big no-no. Hopefully this goes well. So, who's hiring me? Ha! Hey, that went really good. That went absolutely really good. I was a little nervous there for a bit, but woohoo! Pretty sure the rest of those trees will be able to stay there. The shed's going right there in that square spot. Oh, that was exciting. Let's get that cleaned up and I'll move on to the next tree. So, moving forward, we have to finish this here part. Right there where my saw is, there's all these little guys. Gonna get them out of the way. Yeehaw! Okay, I think we're all done. We are all done. The cutting part. Hey, what a mess up in there. Good riddance. Well, that's all the stuff that we did, guys. Hope that looks all right. Looks like a bit of a mess, I guess. But yeah, so that concludes today's portion of the video. Won't be shooting anything now for this video until we either run the sawmill, or the sawmill should be first. And then we're gonna have the 30-ton excavator over here sometime. Gonna have to pull some of the stuff out of the way here and clean this up and whatnot. I want this brush to stop growing, so we'll have to scratch that right out of there. But all right, we'll see you next clip.
Good morning, YouTube. So, a couple of weeks ago, we fell those big massive poplars in the bush. Now, we've lost so much snow, guys. I was here at the bandsaw this morning. Got all the snow all pushed away here, and that's gonna keep melting there. So it's just enough that like I can function. And look at this, like down on the road, on the driveway here, that's all bare. Right down there, that's bare. Over at my house, it's really bare. So we're gonna go over, we're gonna pick up those big poplar beams that we're gonna build our selling shed on. So let's get to it. We got the new camera for this, so super excited to be shooting with that. We got a laptop that we're gonna, by the time this video flies, we'll have gotten the laptop to be able to edit this video. So that's gonna make my wife's job a lot easier. I usually film, I don't do any of the editing myself. So kudos to my wife for doing that. So guys, do a big shout out for her. She's a trooper. Let's get over there and get them logs. Alrighty, here we are at the bandsaw. Looks like truck's in the way. Gonna move that out of there. Oh yeah. So guys, the battery on the bandsaw must be pretty well pooched. It's just been sitting here and it's down to 11.19 volts. 11.3 volts. Okay guys, that's trash. Like, that is so bad. I just had this thing running. This morning. So we're just gonna boost it again off the skidder. Okay, we got that hooked up to the skidder with our booster cables. Hopefully that thing will start for us. Okay. Let's have a look at the battery, see if it's charging. Alright, so we're charging at 14.49. That's actually really good. Hopefully this thing keeps working. Alright, we're gonna drop the skidder or the log in there with the skidder. That went good. Instead of putting it on the ground, rolling it up, we're gonna do that, and then when my finished beam is cut, we're gonna take it off the bandsaw with the skidder. All right. Guys, fully automated. When it's set, it will change a little bit with like some resistance and stuff, but it will self-drive all by itself. Start at 12 1/4, 11 1/8, and then 10 inch. So that our last two pieces that are on there, we're gonna get to keep them and we'll use them. guys, we're gonna use a skidder to get that off. That beam is ready. You guys can see that from there, but frick, oh my gosh, burns my eyes. There goes my $50 gas. I gotta get this off my face. Oh guys, it's on everything. Listen, when I'm going on about setbacks are normal, that's not what I'm talking about, man. Like, that is like... that's a bad day. Oh, man. Smell like gasoline for weeks. I cannot even believe that just happened. My poor gas can. There's a bit of precious liquid in there still, but wow. At least it doesn't bother the machine. Nothing caught on fire. Setbacks are normal if you live off grid. So we're gonna fix up the rest of this poplar here. I'm gonna do something with it. My machine, I'll have to boost it again if I turn it off. So I'm just gonna finish that up, and then we'll go and get the beams put over at the house. Okay guys, that's all done. Got my jig filled up back here. Okay, that was fun. So guys, if you have a bandsaw, I don't know how much you'd like that setup, but I love it. Love it. Pull up your truck here now, throw that in the back of the truck, and I'll probably take that home and throw that in the shed there later on. Let's get over to the house, unload that beams. I'm just gonna clean up this a little bit, and then we'll head right over there. Alright guys, we are at the house. Oh yeah. And we are going to build this on some semi-flat ground. Oh, okay. First things first, we're gonna get my cement blocks down here, and we're gonna angle off the bottom of our skids so that they actually act like skis. We're gonna saw off the end of that so it's actually a ski now, and then we'll move it aside and do the other one.
So you got these blocks to make Okay guys, so remember, nothing has to be perfect. If you were pulling this with a pickup truck, I don't know if that would work. But we got the skidder, so we're gonna build this on our skids, put the floor on their walls, roof. We're gonna get all that. It's gonna be quite some time from the stage we're at right now to having it at the road. But anyway, one thing at a time. if I forget to mention it at any other time in the video, right now the brain is working. If I decide, when I decide to stop selling firewood, which I will one day, but I don't know when that is. This shed will not just be like junk. Like I'll be able to just pull it off from the road. Okay, I'm done doing this. That's too much work or whatever. And I'll be able to use it as a shed. So this is a dual purpose idea. If 30 years down the road, we're like, this is, we're not doing this too much anymore. It'll still work. Okay guys, we got the skids all set down here. That's gonna take some tweaking for square and all that stuff or whatever, but I'm gonna go get rid of the skidder. We're done with that for basically until the shed's done. My truck's over there, and I'll probably go get the trailer, and we'll bring some floor joists back over here. So we'll go get that done.